straight away, straight off. Now, he never does this. He's not allowed to light another one straight away, but he does this day. You sure you're all right? Yeah. Why wouldn't I be? We're going to Nan Sally's. My cousins are there. It's Sunday. There's no school. There's my cousins. We'll play mud pies and kiss chairs. Why wouldn't I be all right? Come on, he says, the bus is coming. And he reaches up to lift me down. And then he stops with me, with my arms around his neck. And he looks really nice. His hair's all slicked back with blue cream and his eyes are twinkly blue and he looks like he's going to cry, but dads don't cry. And he says, you know, Nana Sally won't be there today, don't you? No. Why? She she died. And I go feel his smoky breath. And I look into his wet eyes. The cigarette tangling from his lips. Is that all right? He says. Do you still want to go? And the bus pulls up without a sound. And the conductor opens the door silently. Do you still want to go? Of course I still want to go. My cousins are still there. We're still going to make mud pies and play kiss chairs. What a stupid question. Still want to go? Of course I want to go. But before I can say anything, I look into his face, and I see my dad dying right in front of my eyes. My walk to school takes me through a place called Dyffryn Woods. It's a mixed woodland with beautiful, beautiful bluebells carpeting it in the spring. And deep in the middle of the woods, there's this magic circle called the Gorse of Strongs. And I am on my way to school the day after Nana Sally died, so we're playing hide and seek like we always do. And I'm at 98, 99, 100 radio, and I'm coming! And I'm running I am, looking for Tom and looking for Ruth, and I can't find them anywhere. And I look behind every tree, I look under every bush, and I can't see them. I even go to the brambles, no sign of them everywhere. Tom, come out, wherever you are! And I'm running faster and faster. I have to look for them everywhere. Ruth, we're going to be really late now. If you don't hurry up, Mr. Thomas is going to be so cross. We're going to be in big trouble. Come out. I've had enough now. And the sky begins to turn dark, and I can't see anybody. And the rabbits have stopped. And they are all staring at me. And the bluebells, it's like the bluebells have got little faces and they're holding candles and they're swaying in the wind, but there is no wind. And the rabbits are saying, come with me, come with me. And then they go running off towards the Gorse of Strongs, and they climb up and they jump and they dance and they're doing a crazy thing around the stones. And now the wind is picking up and I don't feel like I'm in Mount anymore. And then on the centre stone there's a shaft of light, and there is a lady. There is a beautiful lady in lovely shoes and a glistening dress. And she is shimmering and glimmering like she's got diamonds all over her. She's like Queen of the Fairies. It's Shirley Bassey. In my woods. Come with me, she says. Come on up here and see what I So I climb up onto the stones, and she takes my hand. Look, can you see? And she points to a corner of the woods where there's a dark path I've never seen before. It's dark and it's windy in places, I know, but I'm with you. Come with me, Harriet. And we step down from that stone, and the bluebells part, and the sun shines from that corner of the woods brighter than anywhere else in the world. Here in Dyfryn Woods, in Mount, in Wales, and we run. Me and Shirley Bassey, we run down this path, and she's there with her glittering shoes and her glistening dress, and it's like she's flying, and I'm in my school uniform, and I scream with excitement. But she thinks I'm afraid, so she stops. And she kneels down in her glittery dress and says, "Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. I am with you. I'm here. I know it's dark and windy, but I am with you. And it's a fine path we're taking. Come on. We've got a journey to make. And I am here as long as you need me." Well, growing up in Wales is a whole story of its own. When you're little, you don't realise things are different anywhere else, do you? But when you get to be a teenager, well, you begin to look for other things, don't you? And to be honest, there was not much to do in the Welsh valleys. Not then, not now, especially not in the 1970s. So you do begin to look for other things. And really the only thing on offer was Welsh poetry recitation. So a dozen of us standing in line, all reciting poetry, and we don't understand a word of this because we don't speak the language. Nant yma nid rwy'n loi o'n ymdolli ti and rhwng y brwy'n sy'n no. Mr. Dewi Williams is our Welsh poetry recitation teacher. Now he does speak the language, so he does know what this all means. I said with passion, with hoyw. Nant yma nid rwy'n loi o'n no. Nant yma nid rwy'n loi yn ymdrolli ti ar pant. Rhwng y brwy'n yn sithio'r hanni, o na bawr I fel y nant. I said with passion. Well, I never did get the passion bit, really, to be honest. Not in Welsh poetry recitation, I didn't. So you begin looking for passion in other places, and we began to look for boys with different success. But that was a bit like Russian roulette. My Russian was never better than my Welsh, to be honest. So off we go, me and Cerys, and even my brother, who's 20, knows nothing about girls. He said with his friend, this is a conversation I heard. Tell you what, Phil, you'll never find a virgin in this valley. And his friend, no, Pete, but I've heard the next valley's no better. And this is all they know about girls and sex age 20. Well, lads, we had to watch a film in school called Helga, and it showed, don't know if you know it, anyone seen it? Shows a woman giving birth, the whole thing, and the boys are told, and of course they're told it's blood, naughty bits, the whole lot, and they think they're going to get Barbarella instead of Helga. A little bit of soft porn, I think. Well, I tell you what, filthy jokes, juvenile humour, wiped off their faces when they saw that baby's head come out. Nearly threw up. Then the girl next to me falls off her stool, cracks her head open on the floor, blood, carnage, off screen, on screen, total trauma. So me and Cerys are like, only one thing for this, Cer. We need to take our minds off this. We need to get behind them bike sheds with a couple of boys and have a good shag. So that's what we do. Off we disappear, and we do. take our minds off it for a full 5 minutes. I mean, they're only young lads. But none of us on the pill, of course, because there was no contraception back then. But it didn't matter for me because I was pregnant by then already. So I could do what I liked. Kerry's, of course, she was a real tart. You won't believe what she got away with. So there I am, I'm 15 and pregnant. And then I'm 15 and not pregnant because I'm an unmarried mother now. Just like Shirley Bassey. She was 17, I was 15. But same thing, really. And she looks after her daughter, to be fair. And they let me look after my daughter till she was 8 days old as well. And then they took her for adoption. I couldn't say anything, of course, because I was 15 and I didn't want anyone not talking to me or shouting at me for weeks on end. I'm in a park. It's months since they took my baby, so why am I in a park? Children everywhere. Running, screaming, playing, just others close by. Really close by. Catching them as they come down the slide. Way! Watch you don't fall off that climbing frame. Watch your foot there now. Holding them close as they up, down, see so much you read. Just mothers, babies and children. So what am I doing here? The wind's picking up now and people are packing up and heading off, but me, it's like my feet are like blocks of lead. I am pinned to the ground. I can't move. And the park's empty now. But the swings are swinging higher and higher, like there's invisible children on them. And the trees, the branches look fit to break. The wind is so strong, but still I can't move. I can't even turn round. And then I hear footsteps approaching from behind, rushing to cross the park before the storm finally breaks. And as they move up beside me, they brush past me, close by, very close by. And it's a pram. It's a baby's pram. And beside me now, I can see the face. And it's my baby. It's my little girl. And they stop. And it's all in slow motion. The trees, the swings, and there's not a sound. It's silent. And I feel my feet being freed. And the wind is gentle. The sun is warm. And I find I'm walking through the park with the pram and the baby and the woman. And the birds are singing. I reach out my hand and take the handle. And a brilliant shaft of light shines on that pram as we walk alone together through the park. And then a rainbow breaks out overhead and lands at our feet and moves with us as we walk alone. Keep your hand on that pram, says the voice. Place your hand next to mine and don't ever let go. And I turn and I look straight into the eyes of Shirley Bassett. Nant y mynydd, groiw loiw, yn ymdrolli tua'r pant, rhwng y brwyn yn sisio gan. O, na bani ni fel y nant. Mountain brook, clear and bright, meandering through the hollow, through the reeds, whispering, singing. Oh, that I will like that stream. So that's exactly what I do. I place my hand next to Shirley Bassey and I don't ever let go. And when I leave school, I leave Mount, I leave the valleys, I leave Wales, I leave Europe, and I follow her all the way around the world for 30 years. Washing dishes, clearing bottles, scrubbing floors, waitressing, anything to be beside that great lady. And every night, I send her a postcard of Wales to remind her where we come from and the journey we're on together. I'm there in Carnegie Hall, I'm in the talk of the town, Sydney Opera House, wherever she is, I am there. And then, in Las Vegas, I begin to feel a need maybe to be with someone else. And by the time we are in Rio, I fall in love with the most beautiful cocktail shaker in the world, on Copacabana Beach. From afar. I think I might have to let go of Dame Shirley's hand and take another instead. But it was never going to work out. And I tried to explain this to my friends and to my family, but I kept getting very emotional, because I've got an emotional part to me. So I found a way to express it in a song. I'm just going to do a little, well, we do the whole thing. I'm going to just sing that song, but it's so much nicer for me if you can join in the chorus. So I'm going to show you where the chorus is first time round, and then second time round, you join in. Are we up for that? Yes. Brilliant. Okay, and it goes like this, it tells the whole story. Tall and tanned like Apollo, he goes walking by, and I have to follow him, the boy from Tacaramba, Latumpa del Fuego, Santa Malika, Zacatecos, that's your bit. When we meet, I feel on fire and I'm breathless. Every time I inquire how are things in Tacaramba, Latumpa del Fuego. Should have left notes on the chairs, shouldn't I? Anyway, the gist of it, because I'm feeling a bit more uplifted now, is that he had no intention which was different than that which I would have hoped. She doesn't understand. He had leanings in a particular direction that was never going to be mine. She still doesn't. He was gay. It was never going to happen. So there I am on Copacabana Beach thinking, what do? I'm bereft. First love, and I'm bereft. 30 years it's taken me, and I'm bereft. So I think, right, I know what I'll do. I'll go to her show tonight, and for the first time ever, I'm going to get her autograph, because I've never met her yet. So I send her a postcard tonight, and I say, Dear Dame Shirley, because she's the Dame of the Great British Empire, Dear Dame Shirley, I'm always respectful. I wonder if you would be so kind, please, as to meet me at the stage door after your show and give me your autograph. With very best wishes for a great concert tonight, yours with Welshness, Shurl. So I turn up at the stage door. Oh no, first I go to the show. And it's amazing, totally amazing, because tonight she sings a song she's never sung before. I know, because I've been to every concert. She sings that song that goes, This is my life! You know that one? Just takes the roof